So with the Addams family, they have that epic school concert where the family is just making those kill me faces. And we wanted to talk quickly about our experiences as adults going to children's recitals, school concerts. Yeah, they are torture, aren't they?
They are. I mean, I haven't done, I mean, especially with the pandemic. I mean, I guess I haven't done a ton of them. But yeah, I mean, I think there's always like, okay, like when the play's starting, like you're really just looking for your own kid. You kind of don't care otherwise.
Yeah. No, I was a camp director and I was a school teacher briefly, and I have a lot of younger siblings, and I have done my time. I have been
Yeah, because you have,
through a
because
lot.
yeah, tell me about your time. Anything coming to mind for?
Yeah, so specifically, my elementary school had this very enthusiastic music teacher, and there would be grade 4. I guess there was some sort of grant where we could all get free music lessons for a year, and she would teach us. So, I had my little flute, and my friend Megan, who I talked about before, we would go down and we'd take our little flute lessons, and then there was a big concert at the end of the year. And it was usually, like, the same songs over and over again that were
Just to
being
clarify,
played.
this is the friend Megan who you had this like, who like, didn't
Yeah.
you ruin Santa for her? Yeah.
No, I didn't ruin
Oh,
Santa
you
for
didn't.
her.
Okay,
No.
you did. That's right, because you
Yeah,
believed
we
he
had
was real.
solidarity on that.
Yeah. She should join. We should find her. She should join.
Oh, we can
She
find
has
her.
to
I know
like
where she is.
verify your stories.
So Megan and I actually we are both the oldest siblings of 4, and my youngest sibling, and I think her youngest sibling are the same were the same grade and at this elementary school. So when it was time for their 4th grade concert, we, I think, both went to it with our respective families. At this point, I'm 9 years older than than my youngest sister, so I was probably either in college or heading off to college. Their band starts striking up the chords of the same song that we have heard played over and over and over. Every single sibling's band played the same song. But for some reason this time, it just hit me like a flock of geese going through a lawnmower. Like, the sound was just this
Like
honking cacophony. It was horrible, and a light bulb suddenly went off in my head that when I was in 4th grade, I thought we had pulled together as a little mini orchestra at the end of the year and sounded amazing. Light bulb goes off suddenly. It was like, "No, when I was in 4th grade, we sounded awful. We
oh,
sounded like crap."
so you
Oh
just
my
like
god.
realized, oh
And
my
I
God.
just realized it
You're
with
like,
the
what did I
first
put my
few
parents
opening
through?
notes of Lydia's band playing the same song, and I just started uncontrollably laughing. And I was laughing so loud,
Oh
like
no.
everybody in the whole auditorium could hear it, and I just could not stop. Megan even was, like, shooting me a look like, "You're being so rude, stop it." And I just couldn't stop laughing because I feel so bad because those little kids worked really hard on their, the flute and the drum, and that was completely, like, out of rhythm, and, like, their little honking trumpets and just all that awful racket of a noise they were making, but they thought they were really good, and their parents were patiently sitting there, and I just could not stop laughing the
Oh my
entire
God.
time so loudly, like I was gasping for air. It was one of those kind of laughs,
Did
and
your parents like,
oh, they thought I was the worst. Yeah, they
did,
were just like, "You are
like what was
so
their
rude.
reaction?
Like,
They
how
were
dare
not
you?"
like Morticia and Gomez. They weren't they
No, I think they were mortified that, like, somebody finally was just reacting in real time to what they were hearing, but I wasn't laughing necessarily at these kids. I was laughing at myself for thinking that we were so amazing when my band was in 4th grade when
Right, but
we
you know,
were
every parent in that
terrible.
audience is probably like thinking, well, they're probably horrified on behalf of your parents, but they're probably like, this girl is just sort of like
Like, she just
saying
lost her
she,
mind.
right,
They're
but she's sort of just like expressing maybe what we want to do.
like, they're so bad that the poor young lady over there just went criminally insane and can't stop cackling. I did feel really bad. It was a jerk move on my part, but, like, I couldn't stop. I
You
had
couldn't
lost
stop. It's
complete
sort of like
control.
there's that famous Mary Tyler Moore scene where she starts
Oh,
laughing at
yeah,
the
it was like the
funeral.
clown eulogy. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
exactly like that, like, I just couldn't turn it off.
Couldn't turn it off. I mean, you definitely needed a Wednesday and Pugsley to come out and start like cutting each other's arms off
Oh,
instead.
that would have been so much better.
So much better.
I probably
And
would
then
have
maybe
laughed at
we
that
would have
too, but
laughed
it
more.
would have been a
As
laugh
we've
of relief.
established, you are Wednesday Addams, so you probably would have just laughed more, would have made it worse.
Well, so as my poor youngest sister like moved on to like middle school and there's more performances and more, she was doing theater for a while. We went to one of her plays and I remember my mom and I at intermission just turned to each other one time. I was like, "Do you want to sneak out and go get a drink?" And I was
Oh my
like,
God.
"Yeah." So we tiptoed out the back and like went to a bar and had a glass of wine and then came back and we're like, "You were amazing. Yes.
Oh my
What a good
God.
job. Yes."
I
So,
haven't had to, so yeah, I haven't gone to a lot of these things with my kids, and when I do, it's like really short. So I feel like I haven't had that experience of having to like sit through an hour of someone else's kids doing like terrible renditions of something before getting to my own. So I have been spared so far of that. That stuff is only cute for the parents of the kids on stage at that moment. That's
yeah.
it. I mean, I kind of, when my daughter hasn't done dance since before the pandemic, but it's cute. And it was painless for us. It was like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
They're doing
That's the
their
right way to
thing.
do it.
And
Yeah.
you're just watching your own kid and you think it's cute. But yeah, if somebody brought in like, so-and-so and their husband who doesn't know with the kids, they'd be like, oh my God.
Yeah. No, if you have to sit through a 3-hour dance recital and your kid's only on stage for 5 minutes, like,
I mean,
the
that's sort of
worst.
torture. That is the worst.
Concerts, recitals, oof.
Poof, you related hard to that then.
Yeah. Oh my God. The faces they're making in the Addams Family when they have to go to that school concert. Yeah, that just sums
That
up.
was you. Yeah.
All of my brain cells just went, yep, that's the
Yeah.
feeling.
I mean, most parents' brain cells do that.